Good morning, friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to get Jack's procedure. Jack's going to the hospital today. So if you didn't watch my video last week, I will link it up in the cards for you here. And essentially in that video we were preparing for today. So today we are taking Jack into the hospital to get his procedure done. So if he's just getting his routine annual procedure done, then he will go under, they will do a scope down his trach site, he will get granulation tissue removed. 90 minutes later we will go home. However, they also have said that they think that he needs to have his tonsils and his adenoids removed. So while they are in today, they are going to be evaluating him for that. If they decide they need to be removed, they will remove them, and we will spend at least one night in the pediatric ICU tonight. So I have to get ready for the day, so I thought we could just do it together. So yeah, I've been awake since like 5, just laying in bed, staring in combinations of staring at the phone and staring at the ceiling because I ran out of things to do on my phone and I couldn't sleep anymore. It's like we've never had his tonsils and his adenoids removed, obviously, but we have done the like standard procedure that they're doing, like granulation tissue removal, which is about a year ago, and it was fine. Everything was fine. But you just don't get used to this kind of stuff, you know? You never get used to the idea of your kid like being put under. It's just not natural, because it has to be. Like I was talking to Josh last night, like Jack has already been put under at least 3 times to have like some sort of procedure done. I'm 32 years old and I've been put under 3 times in my life, and all 3 of them were within the last like 2 years. So like Homie's way ahead of the game, and it's just like it has to be so scary for him, you know, because we like leave him in the hallway, and especially right now he's gonna wear his mask. Everyone around him is wearing like masks and shields, so like he can't even like see their faces, you know. And then you just like go into the scary room with all these people and go to sleep and then just wake up somewhere else in pain. I just can't. It just has to be so scary for him. But even if we ever want to get the trach out, we have to make sure that the granulation tissue is not there, because it could heal wrong, and this is like a step in the process, you know? I'm not super stoked about it, but here we are. I think it's hard too, because like we can't explain to him what is going on. Like he doesn't understand. Like he does, but he also like really doesn't. Like he knows that he's going to the doctor today. He's excited about it. But I don't know. Keeping it simple today, folks, because if we end up staying the night and not bringing any makeup with me, because literally not a single soul at the hospital cares if I have makeup on or not. And I have walked around there looking much worse. So this hospital that we're going to today was Jack's second NICU location, and he was there from August to November. So like the very 1st of August, because he moved on July 31st. And he came home November 27th. So, I don't know. You do the math. But So that he lived there then, and he's been admitted to the same hospital, I think just twice, maybe 3 times. No, it was 3. Yeah, 3 times to the same hospital. And the most recent one, I think he was there for like a whole week. It was a really long week. It was the beginning of 2020, like in January. Oh, we really kicked 2020 off to a good start. The plan for today, I'm gonna get dressed. I've got to get Rory up and ready. He's going to Gigi's house. And then I've got to get on and do some work. And then when Jack wakes up, we'll get him dressed, get him out the door. And that'll be that. So here's to today. Hopefully all the doctors have had a good night's sleep and they are not too busy today. Or at least if they're busy, hopefully it's like, you know, good, productive practice work. So we will see what happens, but you guys are going to come along with us. So let's get this day started.
Where are you going today?
Car.
You're going in the car? Are you going to go to the doctor? You're going to be so brave. You're going to be so brave? You are? Can I see your new shoes? Who is that?
But
Buzz? Who's that? Do they light up? Can you show me? Kick. Oh, he's on that one too. Wow, look at those lights. Those are so cool, Bunny.
queen.
The brother has the queen ones, you're right.
How far?
Are you excited to go in a car? You are?
Doctor.
You're going to the doctor. You're right.
Hello.
And you're going to be so brave. Are you going to wear your mask? You are? You're going to wear your mask.
Dada.
And Dada's down there?
Hi, Dad.
He's getting dressed.
Put it.
Brothers at Gigi's. Look at those little hands.
Okay, we are all packed and ready to go. Everything on the list. Yes, you got Woody on your shoes. It's there. Rory went to Gigi's. He totally knew something was up this morning. He would not let go of my leg. I had to like pass him to my mom on my leg. But he is at Gigi's. We are packed. Daddy's finishing getting ready. And then we're gonna hit the road. And Mr. Man's gonna be so brave.
Car.
Because you're gonna go in the car? You so excited? So excited. He's ready to go to the doctor. More ready than Mama, huh? You give me a high five? Can I have Knuckles? Can I have Knuckles? Can I have Knuckles? You're gonna leave me hanging? No Knuckles? All right. You want a hat? You wear Papa Ray's hat? Is that gonna give you even more luck? Woody Buzz on your shirt? And Rex? And Forky? And Woody's got a hat like you? Yeah, you're pretty cute, mister. All right, we'll see you all at the hospital.
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in old conversations, oh. Cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free. Oh, my sweet.
So we have met with the doctor and the anesthesiologist. Jack's been all checked out. Jack will not stop getting naked. He keeps taking his little dress and his socks off. Are you ready? We're about ready to go. Mommy's gonna go with you. So they said because he's kind of got so much anxiety about like just nurses and things like that, that I'm gonna go back with him because for some reason he's attached to me today, which is not normal. Normally he's all about the dada, but today you want mama? Yeah. Okay. Oh. So the mommy's gonna go back with him until he's asleep, and then mommy will go in the waiting room with daddy. And then we'll be there for after. But they said they are pretty sure that the tonsils and the adenoids are coming out. So, I mean, obviously they'll check again once they get in there, but can you pull my mask up? Thank you. But we'll see what happens. But oh, I can't believe I'm getting so much love today, buddy.
Are you a turtle? He's making a turtle face. Turtle! Turtle! You hear that baby? Do you hear the little baby out there? Well, mama just gonna put you to sleep like that? Is that how that works?
Ta-da! Done.
Baby.
So we're gonna see what happens. But we're ready. If this isn't a whole like look, I don't know what is. So Josh is so jealous of me right now. He got to wear this outfit when the boys were born because they were born in an OR.
Mine was yellow.
And I didn't get to wear the dad costume, but today I'm in the costume. How cool!
Zip!
Does mommy look so cool? She's got a zipper all the way up her back.
Zip! Zip!
Yeah, I'm feeling stylish. Okay, I have degowned and I am in the waiting room. Jack is back with the doctors. I'll fill you guys in more later, but watching your baby be put to sleep is not fun. It was not a pleasant experience, but I'll tell you more later when I'm not in the public. So now we wait.
Baby, I was never the one to give up the ghost. No, I was so stuck. I kept on playing my part, wanting to give up cause nothing was changing. But with you it's so clear, and now that you're here I see.
Okay, so we are out of recovery. We are settled into our room in the pediatric ICU, and we've been in the PICU 4 times, maybe 5.
I've never been in the presidential plaza suite though.
Yeah, we've never been in a room this nice before. We have like this, we've got the corner office basically. It's massive. I'll give you guys a tour. Hospital room tour. Good Lord. But I'm about to unpack all of our stuff. Well, not all of our stuff, no, it's not even most of it. There's a whole other bag in the car that Josh has to go get eventually. But Jack is out, like a little light. Like they gave him, when they say fentanyl, and for the pain, and he is just out. So he did end up getting his tonsils and his adenoids removed. They were pretty large, and they were like, if we didn't do it now, we were going to do it in 6 months when he tries to do his sleep study. So they did go ahead and remove that. They also removed some granulation tissue from inside of his throat, I guess, airway. So they got that removed, which just means like it's great news, right? We're on the path to decannulation. So we will hopefully have a sleep study in about 60 days before that granulation tissue can start coming back, and then we'll be making a serious plan for getting the tube out of his throat and hopefully never coming back here again. But we are settling in. Jack is comfortable and asleep. And I will tell you all the traumatic putting your child to sleep story later. Was it fun? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a nap.
Yeah, Josh is back in his blue, his old blue,
Some blue chair.
the love of his life. He loves these chairs.
It's my throne.
Josh loves a hospital chair. So he'll be out in like 4.5 minutes. And then I'll have the whole room to myself. All right, Mr. Jack is awake. And he's playing with his cars. Do you want to show your friends our room? Look at our big room. There's a bathroom in there. And then look at this like corner suite we have. It's like a pretty great view of like some roofs and stuff. Oh, but this is the best view. Oh, did you drop your car? Should we get it back? Okay, so story time for the putting to sleep. 0 out of 10, do not recommend. So we decided that I would go because Jack was very attached to me today. Like they go back and forth. Like typically Jack is much more a daddy's boy and Rory is much more a mommy's boy. But sometimes they switch and sometimes like one of us just imprints on the other, on one of them in the morning. It just depends on the day, honestly. But today he was all about me. And so we decided I would go back with him, and I got to carry him back into the OR and to put on like the special suit, right? And I carried him back into the OR and they let me hold him, and then they put the like gas to like put him to sleep. They just put it on his trach. So they put the thing on to give him gas and they're like, make sure you support his head. He's gonna get very sleepy. And you know, I've been put under before a couple of times and it was like I was just laying down, they put the mask on. I don't remember anything else. And so I kind of thought it would be like that, but no. He was like fighting it like a lot. Like he was like getting like this Hulk strength, like he was holding onto my arms and like so strong. And yeah, he was just really fighting hard. And they told me before we went in, they were like, you know, sometimes it can look like they're having a seizure, like, you know, their eyes are kind of rolling back, and definitely was like that. So he finally got to the point where he was getting pretty sleepy, right? So we laid him down on the bed, and then it was like me and then 2 other nurses. We were like holding him down while he was fighting it. And then finally he just like couldn't keep his eyes open anymore. And like he had a hold of my hand, and then I just felt like the, you know, like the release, like that relaxing of the muscles, which, I mean, that's not pleasant. Like it's one thing when you're like rocking your baby to sleep and they fall asleep on your chest and they let go of your hand. It's another thing when you're like in an OR with like lights and nurses and masks and no, it was not pleasant. So then they took me out of the room. I derobed and like got in the elevator, and I was hyperventilating. Like by the time I was not in public anymore and I was all by myself, I was like in the elevator talking myself through, like not having a mental breakdown. But it was fine. We're fine. Everything's fine now. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad I was there. I'm glad I was there for him to like comfort him. But next time, I don't care who he likes more that day. Josh is doing that. And the nurses like commended me afterwards. They were like, you know, some parents don't handle this well. You did a great job. You're such a trooper. I was like, thanks. On the outside, yeah, sure, I did a great job. On the inside, I was a complete disaster. So that's that story. Jack he's got his iPad. Daddy went and got his iPad. They also had to give him some oxygen support. So his sats were just not good. Not baseline. He's normally between like 98 and 100% oxygen saturation, and he was at like 89, 90. So definitely lower than normal, which is normal when you're coming out of anesthesia. It takes, some of your body parts take longer to like come back out of it than others, and obviously he has lung issues, so his lungs are taking a little longer to come out of that and get back to work. So he's got some oxygen support on. He's sitting about 96 right now, which is still a little lower than normal, but not bad. So he's got Toy Story on. He's got a jacket. He's got 2 pillows, and he's got a little bit of oxygen helping him out. You can tell he's definitely uncomfortable and tired. But other than that, he seems to be in pretty good spirits. So he's such a little trooper.
that your
Is
baby
that your
brother?
baby brother?
Who's Jack? What? He's laying down. Time feel better? Feel better?
He stuck his tongue out at you. Oh, you're showing him your owie?
Does he have owies?
Yeah.
Ow.
Roy,
His belly.
Roy, can you give his owie a kiss?
What is owies?
Say, oh, that's so nice.
Can you blow him a kiss?
Oh, Roy gave you a big kiss. So Jack got his big boy bed. We're about to do the nurse switch. It's about 7 p.m. Josh went to go get us something to eat because I'm starving. It's like one of those days where it's just like so much emotion and like feelings and anxiety, and then all of a sudden it like starts to slow down and you can feel it slow down, but then you just feel like the weight of the day when it's all over. I'm tired. I am really tired. This doesn't get easier. It gets easier to fake it. It gets easier on the outside to say like, I'm not phased, or when you're in the room watching people holding your child while they put them to sleep, like it's easier to put on that facade and to put on that brave face. But then once those elevator doors close and you're all by yourself, it's not easier. I am looking forward to the day when this is all behind us. I know it will never be fully behind us, and these are the cards that we were dealt, and there ain't nothing to it but to do it, right? That's what we always say, but it doesn't make it any easier. But he is so big and strong and brave. Like he's just over there laying in the bed like nothing happened today, just watching his movie, fine as can be. They just took his IV out because he had a full feeding and he tolerated it well, so they can take the IV out. And literally she's like pulling the needle out of his arm, which I don't even like it when they take needles out of me, and he's just laying there with his other arm behind his head watching his movie, not phased. Like a couple of times with like tape where the sticker got like, you know, where it sticks on good, and she had to like pull it off pull the skin a little taut. He was like, ow. Kids are so resilient. They are so resilient and strong and brave, and I don't deserve him. I don't deserve either one of them. We called in FaceTime with Gigi and Rory, and it was so cute when I showed Jack Rory on the phone. Like his whole face just like lit up, because they don't get along that well, right? Like, you know, some days better than others, but for the most part they do a lot of fighting. And so to see that like love and that bond, it's always there, whether they want to fight over toys or movies or just over breathing, the other one breathing or taking up space. They still love each other pretty deep. And Roy this morning when he got up, first thing he did, brother, come back, brother, come back. And he kept saying that when we were on the phone, brother, come back, brother, come back. So, but we will all, from the sounds of it, all has gone well so far. He's off oxygen completely, only on room air, which is great. So we should go home tomorrow, early in the day. So I am sitting here getting some work done. I brought 3 laptops to the hospital, people. I don't pack lightly. I always come prepared. I have all 3 laptops for all purposes, because you never know. You never know what you're going to need, when you're going to need it. So I am prepared. I'm also ridiculous, and I am aware. But hopefully Josh will be back soon, because I'm really hungry and I really want a Coca-Cola, and he's bringing me a Coca-Cola. All I care about. So we'll settle into our overnight accommodations.
There's in every spectrum. Guess I finally learned my lesson. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free.
Good morning. We're still here. The doctors just came in. It is about 7. So last night was a little rough. I feel like I lost track of time at some point, but we had to do a lot of suctioning towards between like 9 and 11 p.m. And then I feel like it was around 1 or 2. He ended up having to go back on oxygen because his sats were not good. Like he was in the low 80s. And so he ended up having to go back on oxygen, and he came off the oxygen around 5:36. So the doctor said, you know, we do have our discharge orders, but they want to keep him for at least 2 more hours and make sure he remains off the oxygen and stays baseline. We have oxygen at home. We feel comfortable supporting him with that there, but obviously we want to make sure he's okay before we go anywhere. But he has slept like a champ. He got pretty upset when we had to do a bunch of suctioning. Then between 9 and 11, he got pretty upset about that. But I climbed in bed with him, and he went right back to sleep. And so did I. And so that is where we're at now. So maybe a couple more hours, and we'll be able to go home. But we'll see, and we'll keep you posted. Whoa.
So free, oh my sweet baby. And I think to myself, and I'm thinking out loud, we won't need nothing else for the rest of our time. And I know it so well, I will always be by your side.
Good morning, mister. Are you awake? You want your hat? Did you sleep good? You want to watch a movie already? We're kind of stuck here, huh? What movie do you want? Yeah. Are you ready to go home?
No.
You want to wear your mask? You gonna wear your mask out of here like a big boy? Yeah. You're still kind of swollen in the face, huh? There's Jack. You wanna wear your shoes? Your Toy Story shoes? Yeah, your breath is not good, buddy. Woo! Are you ready to go or what? You look so cool, mister. Nobody's gonna know you had surgery yesterday. They're gonna be like, that kid's too cool.
All the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.
We are home and we made it through night 1. Our little nugget is awake and doing good. He had a little bit of a rough night again last night. He was doing a lot of coughing. He has a lot of extra secretions, and that kind of like chokes him up a little bit. So he did have a vomit, and then a couple of times during the night he woke up just like clearly in pain. So that's normal. You know, he just doesn't understand what's going on in his little body, and it hurts, and it's hard for him to communicate to us that it's hurting. so that we can give him, because he has Tylenol that he's getting regularly every 4 hours to manage the pain, but then we also have ibuprofen that we can give as needed, you know, if we need something in the in-between times. And so, you know, when he wakes up and it hurts, I think it startles him a little bit, which causes him to then cough, and then he gets overworked, and so he did vomit last night a little bit, but I think we're on the right track to being on the mend. He's watching his Woody and he's super happy about it. So we're going to spend today cuddling, and Mommy's going to get some work done while Daddy is working, and we're just going to like take it easy. Last night with Brother, you know, they were so excited to see each other on FaceTime, but then when they were actually faced with one another, they were like, wait, no, you're taking my mommy time, you're taking my daddy time, you're taking my toys, this isn't okay. So to keep them from like roughhousing and like picking on each other is going to be a feat in its own, but because Mr. Jack has to take it easy for at least 14 days, you know, no rough play, no being pushed and shoved by Brother. So we're gonna work on that and see what we can do. But that wraps up today's video. Thank you guys so much for coming along on this journey. It was an interesting one. There were some ups and downs and all arounds, but thank you for watching. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that red subscribe button, and we will see you in the next one. Bye, friends.